Welcome back to the channel for another video on our 05 STI. So this week we are fixing a little problem we have on our STI. As you can see right here, we have just a little bit of bumper sag on both sides of the bumper, and that is due to a few reasons. One is the factory 20-year-old plastic bumper clip. It's just worn out, so we do have a fix for that. And on the front here with the new Cobb intercooler, it is pretty close on both sides, and it looks like it is touching just a little bit. So we are going to trim up the front bumper just to make that fit a little better. I think we're going to cut this black piece out here, and we'll just keep our STI badge in the front. But yeah, let's jump over to the bench, and I will show you what we have to fix our bumper gap. So over here at the bench, we have the Mac lifter kit. So this replaces the factory plastic one with these nice metal brackets. Comes with hardware as well. And if your bumper is damaged, this is a repair for you. So I don't think we're going to install these. We'll take the bumper off and we will inspect to see if the bumper is actually damaged. But this is a repair that you can epoxy on, and it's super thin, so it doesn't affect the mounting or anything. So it's super cool that the kit comes with that. This is what we are really interested in. It actually has it WRX STI engraved in it too, which looks like really cool. So I'm really happy with how these look, and I'm really happy that this is going to fix our this is going to fix our bumper sag that we have going on with our front bumper. So to get the bumper off, it's not that hard on these older cars. We just have these two clips here, two on the other side, one clip on each side of the fender well, and then just a couple on the bottom. So let me get you guys set up. We'll get this bumper taken off. We're going to get it trimmed up first, and then we are going to get the Mac lifter kit installed, get everything reinstalled, and see how it looks. Let's go. All right, so our bumper is taken off, and I have it set up here on a chair. So upon further inspection, as you can see on this side, it actually is pretty mangled. And off camera, I already did this side just to see how it worked. But this is the repair kit that is JB welded in. I will put a link for the materials and everything that I use, and of course the Mac lifter kit as well. But I have this JB welded in. I did have some clamps over there that I did just have clamped onto it. I will show you guys that process on this side, but wanted to make sure that I knew how to do it and it looked good on this side. And honestly, I think this turned out great. You look on this side, and I mean, you can't even tell anything was ever done. And this is a nice, little hole that we can put our pop clip through. So really happy how that turned out. Let me get this bumper flipped around, and I'll show you guys how we do this side. All right, I got the bumper flipped around, and you can see this is what we are dealing with right here. Does look a little mangled, and this is going to be our repair. So this basically just goes right behind it, and you can see it's easy to line up because it's like a perfect fit there. So just like line it up so it's like perfect in the hole, and you can also see it does line up here as well. Oop. Just like that. So that's how you just get that lined up. I do have just like a wire brush and some Scotch-Brite that I just did on the back side, just to roughen it up a little bit, and then we'll get this thing put on. So I am using a Quick Weld, JB Weld. It's supposed to be like 5 minutes, sets in 6 minutes. So basically we mix this up. I got my little mixers right here. Mix this up. I do a 50-50, so I'll do like a squeeze like a line and then squeeze another line matching it. Mix it together. We'll put everything on the bumper here. Put this on, clamp it on for just a few minutes. Then we'll unclamp it, mix up a little bit more, put a little bit more on the back side to then kind of bond it in. And then we'll reclamp it and it should be all set. So then we would be moving on to cutting this bottom section right here. We might just trim up this section right here. I think the intercooler piping was rubbing up against here. So we'll just trim up the back side of this bumper after we get this put on. But I'll get you guys set up over here so you can see everything that I do, and we'll get this bumper tab repaired. All right, so everything is epoxied up. You can see on the back side, got it kind of molded in, and then we have our clamps holding it on. So it should be done in just a few minutes, and then we will move on to cutting the front bumper. All right, and after much trimming, we got that black piece cut out of the bumper, and we just trimmed it up. Now, one of my tricks to make these cuts look really clean is I take it's door edge trim, and I just put it along the edge after I cut it, and I smooth it out with just like some sandpaper and stuff. But you can see the line is super clean and it looks really good. Then you look on the back side, you can see we chopped up all of those so it can clear all the intercooler pipes. So now as far as fitment goes, the bumper should fit perfectly. Now what we have to do now with our Mac lifter lift kit is we got to take these plastic brackets off. We got a screw there. Looks like it's a little clip there. They do have new hardware for us right here. It's got it all assembled here. So we have 2 bolts per side. We just take that off, put the new one on, and that is going to help keep this bumper up. And as you can see, we got everything JB welded on. So everything is perfect on the bumper. All we have to do now is take this off, replace it with our metal bracket, and we're good to go. All right, and our Mac lifter kit is installed. So we are good to go to get the bumper put back on, but as we were getting all of this installed, we had a surprise delivery show up from Amazon. This is an Ikon Motorsports front lip. Super excited to get this on since we have the bumper taken off. Now is a perfect time to get this front lip put on. Once we get everything put back on, we will get the car backed out. And I will show you how the front bumper looks, and I'll show you how it looks with our new front lip. The whole front end is going to be completely changed when we're done with this. There we have it. The front end is put back together, and that is what our front end looks like on our STI now. And this looks so good with the new Ikon Motorsports front lip, and we just trimmed that black bar out that was on the bumper, and everything is just smoothed out perfectly. Literally couldn't have done a better job. That's all I got for you guys this week. We are heading to church. We are going to be taking the STI. But until next time, see you guys.